Date, uh, the day 298 for the vlog. Day rating's 7. It's barely hanging on for 7. Probably the nice part was a half day at work. I was only worked 8 to 4. Came back, played with the pup a bit while I was making 2 more burgers and French fries. I think I wanted something fresh and not reheated in a microwave, as it usually happens at work. Normally just take leftovers and heat up whatever it is I need to heat up in the microwave. I mean, sometimes there's sandwiches so they can eat cold, but normally it's something that can be reheated. So that was nice. They had a couple more of the Christmas cookies. Sat down with the pup, watched Jingle All the Way 2, Jingle All the Way 1. I think I put on another Christmas movie. And I was in and out of sleep for Jingle All the Way 1. I can't remember what the other one was. But then got up, started moving around 4:15, and tried to get the pup to go for a nice walk. And then she did her kennel thing and just went and hid. I don't know why she's doing it. I don't know if she's just not ready to go walk, or maybe she hears other dogs yet. But it made it tough to go for a walk before the group run today. We only went out for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. I think we got out, it was 6:10. No, 6:10? Yeah, it was just after 6. And the group run starts at 6:30. And so we went out, came back. I switched shoes, pretty much went to the group run. I got there in time. I think about 2 minutes later we left, which was nice. And there was a smaller group. I think there was Pawan, Alicia, Rose, Furman, Lewis, Richard, which is the new guy. And then there's one more. A new guy showed up. I guess he went to the group run for Halloween. He says just because of his work, this is his schedule. Next one he can meet, but his name is Yale. He says it's spelled differently, but it sounds like the college Yale. So that was easy enough to remember. Yeah. And we talked to him for a little bit, and he said, "Yeah, sorry I couldn't make it." It's like, don't feel bad. It's just here for whenever you can show up. But we got to talk to him about what he does for work, and he's like, "Oh, I work for the, the Phoenix Symphony." I'm like, "Oh man, that's awesome." He says he works a little bit with another group, but I guess they just have evening practices, or if they have events, I'm sure they probably go on from about 5 to 8, 5 to 9 o'clock, so that makes sense. But we got to run with him and a little bit. That was nice to have any member. I chatted with him before we started, just asked how long he'd been running, what's his pace, that kind of a thing. Just try to make him feel welcome, make sure he gets paired up with someone that's not going to run too slow for him or drop him. So we had found someone for him, and then it was Richard, Furman, and I. We had taken off, and then Pawan was kind of with us after about a mile, and then he had dropped off shortly, about a third of the way in, and everyone just did 5 miles today. I think we're just ready for the Christmas holiday stuff. So that was the agreement. It's like, all right, if we go, we're not going to do 6, we're just going to do 5, short and sweet, call it a night. So we did that, and then talked for a bit. I went home and came back, had some leftover shredded chicken, rice, and mixed up some of the fajita veggies. Had that, and I watched the new stand-up for Jim Gaffigan. I kind of missed part of it, so I wasn't totally into it, but he's normally pretty funny. He's not too animated on stage, but he's got some funny, relatable jokes that makes you. I mean, obviously, it's what most comedians do, make you take a double take mentally and reanalyze different situations. But he's got those little voices that he does, where he goes from his regular voice to like a high pitched or lower voice, and those are fun. Makes it a fun little comical story. But watch that. I was texting a couple friends. I don't know did I throw something else on? I think I was looking for another movie and I couldn't really figure one out. But so I came over here. It's now 12:30. Trying to call it a night. Trying to wind down. The push-ups are done. Did 3 sets of 30. And in the last set I did 35. So what's that? 125 for the day, which is all right. I think I just mentally feel bad that I should have worked out again. Having the extra 4 hours in the day instead of work. I feel like I should have went straight to the gym, but I went. What did I do? Did I go wash my car? I went straight to go wash my car, and then I came back, played with the pup. Was like, let's just eat. So I ate, sat down, watched the movie, and started like, oh, I'm gonna take a little nap. And that was the day. Didn't do anything else too exciting. I should have started to pack for tomorrow. Didn't feel too motivated today to do that. I was still looking at, I guess, like a new computer or program for that new project I'm trying to start. I feel like I'm on a big hill right now and I can't see the top. So I don't know. A new computer might be the case. I asked my buddy Nick, who does kind of his podcast, YouTube stuff, and he's like, oh, I just have it on my computer, just screenshot it, and that way I can put whatever clip I want. Like, oh, what kind of computer do you have? He's like, oh, I have a Mac. I'm like, well, I definitely don't have a Mac, so maybe that's the issue. But anyways, need to do a little more research on my part. Nobody likes a quitter, so don't want to give up. I feel like I'm over halfway over this hill right now. So I'm going to keep on chucking along. But reading's done for the night. Push-ups are done. The run was done. Time to call it a night. Go to sleep. Get some rest. Could be a long day tomorrow. A little drive. Weather could start to get bad. We're supposed to get rain here in a couple hours. And then potential snow up north, which I'm not thrilled about. Not fun to drive in. We're not too familiar with it. I think even if you are familiar with it, it's not even great to to drive unless you have a heavy duty 4x4 or something that's built for that kind of weather. Anyways, babbling. Need to call it a night. My brain's getting tired. Struggling to put thoughts together. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.